There once was a frog named Fontanini. He hopped from thing to thing, never erring, never caring about pretty much anything. Then one day, all at once, his parents made a ribbit about how he always sat around and how he'd have to make a pivot. Grow up, Fontanini, and find a job that pays the bills. Live every day with tomorrow in mind, 'cause soon you'll raise a frog with gills. But mama, but pops, said Fontanini the frog, I'd rather not go that way. I'm not looking for a lily pad made of cement, I'm looking for something with sway. I want a life full of hopping, he went on to add. I want fleas and a belly full of flies. I will work for my meals 'cause I have to, but I'd rather not limit my prize. Fontanini, Fontanini, you sound like a fool. I only wish you could see it through. Frogs are meant for a quiet sort of life. Oh, how I wish you knew. Beaten and broken by barreling voices, Fontanini receded in his pompous. He hopped less and worked more, found a quiet place to encompass. For a while the frog imbibed in the comfort. Perhaps there was truth and security. There's nothing wrong with a quiet sort of life. Nothing wrong with a bit of maturity. But comfort is a kettle, and one that's bound to whistle. Except when the water boils, most stay past dismissal. Most frogs take to warming water like a blanket to their skin, 'cause no one ever taught them that comfort's got a trade in. But maybe the price is worth it. Most frogs never know they'll pay. But 40 frog years down the line, they'll wake up like yesterday. But something will feel off, something that's hard to describe. They'll feel all light and airy, with a ribbit they can't ascribe. For comfort is a kettle, and one that's bound to smoke. So when the frog stays in too long, don't be surprised when it finally croaks. And what about Fontanini the frog, the protagonist of our story? Well, a frog that hops is a frog that hops, so his comfort was transitory. Fontanini, Fontanini, we need a moral quickly. You sounded morbid and very sordid, so lay it out quite thickly. Okay, I'll try my best, he said in a quiet ribbit. One frog's fulfillment is another frog's failure, so I beg you, quit trying to inhibit. An arrow shot twice does no one any good. Most frogs know they're standing. So if you're old and wise, for a frog that is, then I recommend you stop commanding. For a frog that hops is a frog that hops, not tethered by setbacks, nor tethered by flops.